growing up, we wanted to be like Young Boys Incorporated. All them dudes had money, women, clothes, and fly whips. But more than anything, they had respect.
Jumping right in, I think the first thing I want to ask is, why was this particular story one that you wanted to tell?
Well, I looked at it was a few things. Like I committed to this project a long time ago. Like I sold it to Stars 4.5 years ago. I got the rights to it was like 2 years before that. So it was like 6.5 years ago now. So, but with looking at it like a family drama before, because it's two brothers, like Meech and Terry, and then the stuff that I knew about the story that the general public wasn't privy to, like the way they were raised in Detroit, and they come from a Christian family, a Christian background, and the things that their parents struggle with them growing up, and that I think is universal, those tones. And when it turns into one of the largest indictments since the shift of music culture, when they would say crack house, now they say trap house, and trap music is what we're listening to. I go, it's relevant culturally in a different way from any other project that'll be coming in the near future. And I think the references that you've heard in the music is how, like, hip hop, it loves things that are damaged. And they'll look at it and go, yo, the person, you almost could laugh, like this person's crazy, but it sounds amazing. Like, you heard what he said, like on the record, it sounds like it's organic, like when it's in a structure and it feels beautiful. The music itself, even like when you got a guy that you would look at and say, oh, he looks like Martin when Martin was Trinidad James and different things. It's a joke until the results of it are a hit, and financially you go, I need to be like the guy that was looking like Martin, because if you're in the artist community, you need the hit to change your life, to better your life circumstances. So I looked at the project early on and saw for what it was worth as a complex family drama, and it has all of the dangers that what they would say was the fast life or street life would offer you, and just the choices. I think in the beginning, they go back to show you those nuances in the origin story of it, and you see Detroit, and we could have spent 6.5 years, 6 seasons, just on the Atlanta experience, what they've done in Atlanta. And if you, now that it's broken up, you got to kind of pace yourself. It got to be mapped out properly, because we do the whole first season, you're still in Detroit.
Yeah.
We got to get to St. Louis, we got to get to Atlanta, we got to get back to, and then we have to have characters that come into the story that reek those territories, that feel like.
Mm-hmm. Actually, as you talk about the characters, what I realize with this cast is that there are a lot of kind of veteran, senior, like, stalwart actors. And then there's this like young, talented, really hot cast, even Lil Meech just getting cast on Euphoria and stuff like that. How much of a hand did you have in that selection? And what kind of, I know there must be some very awesome mentorship on that set. So what was all of that like?
It was cool with Russell Hornsby. I had a chance to work with him on Get Rich or Die Trying. I've known for him for some time now, and there's a different level of intensity with the acting talent. Like in Michelle on the actual show, they're pretty advanced. They've worked with each other on Broadway. The level of discipline and preparation for the actual roles are different under those circumstances. And like I've been watching, trying to put together this really strong acting talent, and then putting them with really good potential actors that are like new guys that are coming in, because to convey the energy necessary, I think it needs a balance of both. And I had a very similar balance with Raising Kanan, with Patina Miller and Joey Badass, and these different people involved in the show that you can see that they're on that show is going to break them. they're gonna be someone that is on everybody's list of who they need to work as soon as that show's not working. You know, and they just got the goods. Like when you look at the cast, for me, with Lil Meech, I looked around when I saw the take on the origin piece of it, and I was like, who am I gonna get to play him? And I couldn't see it, so I got some of the top acting casting agents in Hollywood and stuff, and I'm telling them to send me some choices or something that I can, you know, like look and getting it into my head that this is how it would be, like, you know, and none of this stuff felt like it was really it. So I took Lil Meech and sent him from Atlanta to California and put him in acting classes, and he was going 3-4 times out of the week to work with acting coaches and do different things, workshops, and then the actual class to do it. And then 18 months later, he made the cut. You know, and it's exciting for him. Like, even you mentioned Euphoria, and he did another independent film outside of, you know, being prepared to come back and perform and, you know, in BMF again. So I'm proud of his work too, because he did it. Like, sometimes people get opportunities and they don't take it serious enough.
And he looks like he's absorbing just everything about it and just really, you know, influenced by not just you, but Randy and everyone else. And, you know, in a way, I heard you say maybe in another interview about this kind of being, in a way, reflective of the American dream, and even just Lil Meech, like getting into this career and being mentored and, like, you know, having to do it for himself, you know. Is that something that you think audiences will immediately pick up on? That, you know, this is a different kind of American dream, if you will, and it's a reality for a lot of us Black folk.
Yeah, and it's grounded in real. Like, he's portraying his dad, but you don't get a chance. There's never an opportunity to do that. You know what I mean? Like, there's O'Shea played Ice Cube, but, you know, like, I always laugh. I always call him light-skinned Ice Cube, right? Because everything's a little easier for the lighter-skinned brothers. Now look, yo, I said, you been rich your whole life, boy. You come in, you play your dad, you're off and running. And then he started laughing at me. He's like, yo, it's hard out here, no matter how much lighter I am than my dad. But I worked with O'Shea on Dinner Thieves, and I got a chance to joke with him and play with him about that. But it's very rare that you see, you probably won't ever see this happen again. Like
yeah. It's incredible. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. I have a friend that actually worked on the series and speaks very highly of everything, so I'm excited for the world to see it too. So thank you.
Thank you.
You gonna end up in jail or dead.
I promise you one thing. I will do better protecting this family.
I'm 50 Cent, and you've just been buzzed.